It's Chance and Fallon taking the stage. Deep dives ready to engage. Conversations that spark the soul, where stories unfold and make you whole. The Chance and Fallon show's the place to be. Talking about the world and what we need to see. Tune in now, don't miss a beat. Articulation Media's got you on your feet.
Welcome to the Chance and Fallon Show.
Today, we're diving into a story that is, well, it's just astonishing. It's this collision of decades-long artistic silence and a profoundly urgent public appeal for life.
It really is.
We've got a stack of sources here detailing the musical debut of Chicago legend Phil Marley, and it's set against this immediate, critical need for a life-saving kidney donor.
It's an extraordinary dual narrative. And our mission today is really to treat both sides of this coin with the depth they deserve. We need to unpack the 40-year journey that led to this massive music release in late 2025.
A full solo album and a duet EP.
Exactly. And at the same time, we need to provide all the critical information for his donation campaign. This is a deep dive into resilience, creativity under pressure, and just the crucial role of community.
What immediately jumps out to me is the sheer force of will. I mean, Phil Marley released 20 original songs.
20, a 14-track solo album and a 6-song EP.
In the space of about 3 weeks. And this is the part that gets me all while he was on a grueling dialysis schedule, 3 times every week.
It's not just a professional music release.
Yeah.
It feels like an act of defiance.
Yeah, an act of defiance against a physical crisis. So, okay, let's unpack this. And I think we have to start with the crisis itself.
We absolutely must.
Yeah.
While the music is this beautiful celebration of life, the need is, right now, it's immediate. Phil Marley is looking for a living kidney donor.
And this is due to severe kidney failure.
Right. Primarily caused by long-term hypertension and diabetes. The sources also note he's already had 1 kidney removed, which, just elevates the urgency for a compatible living donor.
And what stands out to me is just the bravery to go public with this. He didn't just, tell his friends. He issued a direct, deeply personal appeal.
He did.
Essentially asking listeners, asking you if you would be interested in donating a kidney to save his life. I mean, that level of vulnerability is so rare.
It is, and it speaks volumes about his conviction to do everything he can to survive. And for those who feel that pull, our sources have very clear practical steps, and this is important. Phil's insurance covers the initial evaluation and testing. So that removes a huge financial barrier for anyone just considering it.
So if you are listening and you feel moved to explore this, where do you start? We need to give you the most, actionable path forward.
Okay, so the primary point of contact is the UIC Transplant Center. That's the University of Illinois, Chicago.
UIC, got it.
Their direct line for potential living donors is 312-996-6771. That phone number, that's really the gateway to the whole initial screening process.
Now let's repeat that one more time.
Of course. It's 312-996-6771.
And they'll need some specific information to link an inquiry to him, right?
Yes, exactly. To be evaluated for him specifically, you'll need to provide his full name, which is Philip Marley, his birth date, that's November 1st, 1963, and his phone number, 312-806-3348.
Now, let's talk about the practical side for the donor. Going through this testing, it's not just selfless, is it? There's actually a direct benefit to the person considering it.
Absolutely. The testing involves a free, very comprehensive physical examination. To be cleared as a donor, you have to be healthy enough to live a full life with just 1 kidney.
So you get a clean bill of health, basically.
You get a very thorough professional confirmation of that. It's an incredibly valuable piece of information for anyone.
Okay, so what happens if someone is brave enough to go through the testing, but it turns out they're not a direct match for Phil? Is that effort just wasted?
Not at all.
Yeah.
And this is where the system is just brilliant, really. UI Health has what's called the Paired Kidney Exchange Program.
A paired exchange, how does that work?
So think of it like this. If your kidney isn't compatible with Phil, the hospital might find your kidney is a perfect match for another patient. And in return, that patient's donor might be the perfect match for Phil.
It's like a domino effect of generosity.
Exactly. One person's selfless act can set off a chain reaction leading to 2, 3, maybe more successful transplants. No act of kindness goes to waste.
Yeah.
It's really a testament to modern transplant care.
That is truly remarkable. Okay, so with that crucial information out there, let's shift gears. Let's explore the music that has come into the world alongside this fight for life.
This is the other side of the story. Phil Marley, a Chicago native, was the city's best-kept musical secret for 40 years.
40 years, and the sources say he was constantly being pushed by friends, family, even strangers.
Yep. People in the venues he played just begging him to take the mic and record his songs. He spent decades refusing the spotlight.
So why now? What finally broke the dam?
It seems it took the ultimate urgency, this fight for his life, to force the material out. His debut solo album is called 13 Songs of Holiday Soul and Timeless Love.
Though the sources say it actually has 14 songs.
Right, 14 total, all original. And that title alone, it suggests this connection between the timely, the holiday, and the enduring, which is timeless love.
And again, let's just hold on to the circumstances here. A 14-song album and a 6-song EP in 1 month while on triple weekly dialysis. It's almost unbelievable.
It is. And this is where it gets really interesting. When you look at his life experience before all this.
His background informs everything, doesn't it?
Completely. I mean, this is not someone who went straight into the music industry. The sources list his professions. He's been an entrepreneur, an interior designer, a home modeler, a farmer,
And a chauffeur.
and a retired Cook County employee. This list just gives his music this incredible grounding. It's a man who has seen and lived life from so many different angles.
Right. And it also underscores a really crucial point about his health crisis.
Precisely. Kidney disease, which is often caused by things we all hear about, like hypertension and diabetes, it can truly affect anyone from any walk of life. It makes his appeal so much more relatable.
So let's dive into the music itself. What about his voice? After all this time, what does it sound like on record?
The sources just rave about it. It's described as this rich baritone that can stretch smoothly up into a tenor range. It's warm, it's seasoned, it's textured.
It sounds intimate, conversational.
Exactly. Like he's singing just to you.
Mm-hmm.
And crucially, it has that emotional grain of lived experience. You can't fake that in a studio. You have to earn it.
And his influences, where does he sit stylistically?
He's right in that tradition of classic vocalists.
Yeah.
You hear the refined soul phrasing of, the 70s crooners, but there's also a real blues grit in there.
And some jazz smoothness, gospel heart.
All of it. The comparison that keeps coming up in the sources is to the Titans, to Luther Vandross and Jeffrey Osborne.
Wow, that's high praise.
That's the echelon we're talking about. Smooth, powerful, and deeply emotional.
And he shows that versatility right on the solo album, jumping across genres. Can you walk us through that range?
It's massive. On the R&B and soul side, you've got Never Learned to Love Halfway. It's this powerful all-or-nothing take on mature love. Then he shifts gears completely into a true blues track.
Chicago Rain, Don't Wash You Away.
Right, and it uses this imagery of city storms to talk about how memory endures, the past stays with you, no storm can wash it away.
And then he throws in some pure party energy, too.
He does. The funk track, Groove Medicine, is all about rhythm as a cure for anxiety. But then he gets to his spiritual core with the gospel numbers. Hold My Spirit Steady is about relying on holy love while walking through a stormy land.
Which is a pretty powerful metaphor given his situation.
A profoundly resonant one. And Grace in My Bones is just this feeling of hope and renewal rising with the morning. It's the full spectrum of a life.
A life well lived and a life in the balance. Which brings us to the second project, the Duet EP.
A completely different landscape, but just as powerful. It's the House EP, Times Coming Together, House on the Lake, and it's 6 original duets with an artist named Goddess Sage.
And the reception for this has been incredible, right? It's all word of mouth.
It is. It's being credited with helping reignite Chicago's core house legacy. The music is deliberately non-commercial. The sources say it's made for people, not algorithms.
I love that.
It's designed for that collective euphoria on the dance floor.
And the dynamic between him and Goddess Sage must be key for that.
Oh, it's all about their chemistry. Marley's warm baritone provides this anchor of authority, this emotional depth from that soul heritage. And Goddess Sage, she layers on these breathy spoken word phrases, airy harmonies, sensual ad-libs.
It sounds like they're channeling the original DNA of house and soul music.
That's a perfect way to put it. It feels both historic and urgently present.
And the sources get so specific about the Chicago geography and dance culture in the lyrics.
They really bring the scene to life. On Love on the Floor, Chicago Don't Sleep. They're referencing the energy from the west side all the way down to the lakefront. They call house a sacred sound.
Which speaks to the spiritual dimension of it.
It does. And my favorite detail is in right there on the break. It's about a very specific Chicago dance style. The moment the horns cut out and the dancers just freeze.
And the silence flirts with the room. That's such a great line.
It's all about that tension and release. And then in Starlight on State Street, you get this amazing urban romance, snowflakes on Michigan Avenue, shadows meeting on the pavement. It's just beautiful.
This whole transition from silence to this outpouring of music, all while battling a severe illness. It leads us to our final segment. We have to connect his personal fight to the broader context of healthcare.
It's vital to do that. Phil's situation really highlights the excellence that's available in Chicago, specifically at the UI Health Transplant Program. It's one of the largest and oldest in the state, founded back in 1969.
And they're known for their leadership in healthcare equity, correct?
Absolutely. They are noted leaders in performing transplants for Hispanic and African-American patients communities that historically face greater health barriers and higher rates of things like hypertension and diabetes.
And they're innovators in technique as well. Tell us about the robotic transplants.
This is a huge area of hope. UI Health pioneered robotic kidney transplants. They've done over 450 of them. And the critical advantage is that it lets them safely treat high BMI patients, those with a body mass index of 30 or more.
Patients who are often turned away by other centers?
Exactly. They're often deemed too high risk for traditional open surgery. So this technology opens the door to life-saving care for so many more people. It's a huge step.
It really is. And Phil himself stresses prevention, encouraging everyone to get checked. Which brings us to the National Kidney Foundation of Illinois.
The NKFI, they provide that crucial early access. They run an incredible resource.
A kidney mobile.
The Kidney Mobile. It was the country's first mobile kidney screening unit. It travels all over Illinois from March to November, offering free comprehensive tests and referrals. Early detection is it's everything.
So, drawing from his own difficult experience, what's the final piece of advice Phil offers that you, listening, should carry forward? So what does this all mean?
His advice is simple and it's powerful. Don't procrastinate. Seek counsel sooner. He says even people who feel healthy can suddenly get sick. Do your own research, of course, but don't let fear stop you from talking to medical professionals.
The window for prevention is always wider than the window for a cure. It means we've been privy to this unique human moment. A man who finally shared his decades of music and at the same time shared his most critical health need. It just powerfully illustrates the potential of human generosity.
Before we close, we have to make sure that critical information for his appeal is crystal clear one last time. If you feel that call to action, if you're interested in potentially offering this life-saving gift, please call the UIC Transplant Center at 312-996-6771.
And his campaign has been featured widely, which just speaks to the scope of his need.
It does. The need is immediate and it's persistent.
Phil Marley spent 40 years refusing the spotlight, but maybe the world was waiting for him not just to sing, but to stand center stage and show us the truest meaning of resilience. How deep faith, beautiful art, and community connection, how they shine brightest when confronting the greatest storm. Thank you for diving deep with us.
It's Chance and Fallon taking the stage.